gone birthday greetings going out to Kenton Reynolds, celebrating his big day today. Greetings coming from his son, Caden, mom, Virgin Dangleban. Also from his aunt, Vitalis Doll Dangleban, the entire home circle as well, sending all their love his way, wishing him many more years to come and God's blessings as he celebrates today. Kenton Reynolds, good morning and happy birthday. I've also got birthday greetings going out to Lisa Nelson and Shannon Liverpool. Also celebrating their big day today. Greetings coming from the diary lady, Ruth and Beaupierre. Wishing them all the best, God's blessings, hoping they're having a day filled with love and joy so far. Lisa Nelson and Shannon Liverpool, good morning and happy birthday.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines. The government of Dominica says it has maintained the goal of increasing the contribution of agriculture to GDP to $700 million by 2030. A national consultation on the Creole language to be held in Dominica this morning. Credit unions in Dominica to observe International Credit Union Day. The government of St. Kitts Nevis announces duty-free days for the Christmas season. And the U.S. downplays threats to the Gaza-Israel ceasefire as Hamas says more time is needed to find hostage bodies. This is the DBS Morning News. The details right after this.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica. And yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. The news this morning brought to listeners through the kind compliments of Fine Foods Inc., Petro Caribe, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited. My name is Curtis Matthew. Here we go with our lead story. Dominica's Agriculture Minister Roland Roye says government has maintained its goal of increasing the contribution of agriculture to gross domestic product GDP to $700 million by 2030. He says another goal is to reduce imports of meat by 40%. His announcement came as Dominica observes World Food Day today under the theme Hand in Hand for Better Foods and a Better Future.
As Minister for Agriculture, I want to reaffirm this government's unwavering commitment to addressing these challenges head-on. We recognize that food security is not just about production. It is about people, dignity, and the right to nourishment. We are therefore taking deliberate action to strengthen our national food systems, empower farmers, and make healthy, affordable food available to every Dominican. For our partnerships with FAO and other regional agencies, Dominica is aligning with CARICOM's 25 by 2030 initiative, which seeks to reduce food imports by 25% by the year 2030. At home, your government is steadfast in its goal to increase agriculture's contribution to GDP to $700 million by the year 2030, while reducing the importation of meat by up to 40% by 2030.
And that's the Minister responsible for Agriculture, Roland Roye. A full address from the Minister for Agriculture, Roland Roye, that will be aired right after the DBS Morning News and Sports. That address you don't want to miss right after the weather report. Other news this morning, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit says an agreement to establish the Eastern Caribbean Citizenship by Investment Regulatory Authority is in the best interest of OECS countries operating the CBI program. The Dominica Parliament this week approved the Eastern Caribbean Citizenship by Investment Regulatory Authority Agreement Act.
This bill represents a major and important step in strengthening the governance and integrity of our Citizenship by Investment program and ensuring that it continues to meet the highest international standards of due diligence, transparency, and accountability. In September 2025, the member states of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the OECS, which operate Citizenship by Investment programs, namely the Commonwealth of Dominica, Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Lucia, signed the agreement establishing the Eastern Caribbean Citizenship by Investment Regulatory Authority. This regional authority was conceived in recognition of the shared responsibility among participant states to maintain a credible, secure, and sustainable CBI framework and to respond collectively to evolving global standards relating to financial integrity, international security, and investor due diligence. The establishment of the Eastern Caribbean Citizenship by Investment Regulatory Authority gives institutional effect to the joint commitment made by OECS leaders to safeguard the reputation of our CBI programs, strengthen regional cooperation, and promote uniformity and transparency across the sub-region. It is yet another expression of our solidarity and collective action.
And that's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Meantime, Minister responsible for Housing, Melissa Skerrit, says the agreement approved in Parliament is a major step forward for the Citizenship by Investment programs.
I will not say, Mr. Speaker, we all know the story. Let's not pretend how the program was being run.
This bill does three essential things. First, it strengthens our governance and our accountability. It gives legal force to a common regulatory framework for CBI implementation, which has clear rules, consistent standards, and firm oversight. It hardwires our best practices, enhanced due diligence, fit and proper tests, audit trails, and strict penalties for breaches. It moves us beyond our personalities and preferences to systems that are predictable, professional, and resilient. Secondly, it protects our national interests while deepening our genuine links. This bill provides residency requirements and reporting. And thirdly, it secures the development impact by reinforcing programs, discipline escrow controls, ring fencing, value for money, benchmarks. We ensure with this bill that every dollar mobilized translates into tangible outcomes.
And that's the minister responsible for housing, Melissa Skerrit. Principal of the Wesley High School, Krishna Rabes, says the 99th anniversary of the institution today brings to the fore the remarkable contribution they have made to national development. Wesley High School will observe the day with a church service at the Methodist Church at 8:30 this morning.
99 years simply means we're close to 100, and pretty soon we'll be celebrating our centennial anniversary as a school. It also means for us that we have contributed significantly to national development, and we are very proud at Wesley High School. So we'll have a church service from 8:30 a.m. and we are appealing to past students of Wesley High School, supporters of Wesley High School, to attend that service. We will be having speeches, hopefully by a ministry official, by our chairman of our board. We will also present the history, the rich history of the school, and we'll feature the talent of our current students. We'll have a soft launch of our 100th anniversary, where we'll present to the general public what they should expect from us. And we'll also be launching a theme competition for our students. So our students will not be left behind for the 100th anniversary. They'll actually be responsible for creating a theme for our 100th anniversary celebrations. So it's a joyous occasion for us, and we give thanks for 99 years. That's a milestone in itself, and we look forward to our 100th anniversary. Wesley High School, though small, we are a very impactful school community, and we'd just like the public to continue supporting us. To our many parents and to our many friends, continue supporting us. Thank you for choosing Wesley High School, and you will hear great things from us.
And that's the principal of the Wesley High School, Krishna Rabes. The cooperative spirit among staff of the National Cooperative Credits Union is set to be strengthened with the observance of International Credits Union Day today. And that's according to marketing assistant at the National Cooperative Credits Union, Monique Jeffrey. Credit unions across the island will join the international community in the observance of Credit Union Day under the theme Cooperation for a Prosperous World. Well, the Central Cooperative Credits Union is also placing focus on staff bonding today for International Credits Union Day 2025. Now, let's shift the attention now to Dominica's Creole ambassador, because the Creole language will take the spotlight today as a national consultation is set to begin at 10 o'clock this morning. The consultation brings together several presenters from Dominica and abroad. The Creole and Cultural Ambassador, Leroy Wadix Charles of Creole Heartbeat, they are spearheading the initiative. The ambassador is on the line. Mr. Wadix Charles, good morning to you. Welcome to the DBS Morning News.
Good morning to you, King Curtis Matthew, and a blessed rising to listeners of the most comprehensive news package in the Western Hemisphere, DBS Radio.
Thank you very much. Well, today, a major initiative on the Creole language. Bring us up to date.
Today, National Creole Language Consultation is a landmark moment in our cultural history, and it takes place during our 47th anniversary of independence and the 25th anniversary of the World Creole Music Festival, two powerful reminders of the richness of our heritage and the global reach of our identity under the theme, legitimizing Creole from vernacular to vehicle of identity, education, and development. Creole Handbit in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, the UWI Global Campus, KEC, Alliance Française, and headline partners, Dragon Windows and the Sign Man. Today at 10 a.m. at the UWI Global Campus, we bring together cultural icons, linguists, educators, community leaders, and regional partners to chart a clear way forward for the future of the Creole language. The program highlights the distinguished voices of Monsignor Eustace Thomas at the opening prayer. The feature addressed by the Honorable Octavia Alfred, the Minister of Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training and National Excellence, and presenters Madam Sonia Akpa, legitimizing of the Creole language in a multilingual Dominica, Dr. Ken Tree Jean-Pierre of St. Lucia, Creole in St. Lucia and the Creole structure and cultural identity, Mr. Gordon Henderson, the Creole language and music, Magali Celestine, Creole in schools, Dr. Midlin St. Jules of Haiti, 14 Creole partnerships regionally, Raymond Lawrence, the legacy of tech, Dr. Myrna Bolos of Guadeloupe, education and partnerships in the French Antilles, Delia Coffee Weeks, Creole and the community mobilization, Namdi Hodge of Trinidad, the status of Creole in multilingual Caribbean, Dennis Joseph, the role of Creole and media legitimization, Dr. Marie-François Bernard of Martinique, Creole policy formation, and she assisted St. Lucia in the Creole policy formation, and Lena Luke, Creole research, bridging local and international context. And this lineup reflects a cross-fertilization of a pan-Creole world, academic, cultural, grassroots, and media voices. The hosts, Ophelia and Amelia, and we have a special segment where we're paying tribute to the late Felix Henderson and Jamala Fountain for their pioneering roles in the preserving and promoting of the Creole language. Curtis Matthew.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Leroy Waddix Charles. That major initiative will begin at 10 o'clock this morning at the UE Global Campus. It will be broadcast live by DBS Radio. And talking about the Creole language, a Creole speech competition is to be held tomorrow for 6 secondary schools. Kewana Fountain Wilson is spearheading this one. This will also take place at the UE Global Campus tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Thank you very much, Leroy Waddix Charles. DBS will be there this morning.
Bonjour, and let us all embrace this noble language in education, in the media, in cultural programming. The radio stations try to make a concerted effort, the business places, the mercantile community, every single sector, every parent buy a Creole book and allow this Creole language, our ancestral gifts, to be manifested in our DNA. Thank you very much. Bonjour, Curtis Matthew.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Leroy Waddix Charles. Let's head into St. Kitts now, because the government of that country has announced duty-free days for the Christmas season. The duty-free allowance is being extended to people of the island to help them celebrate Christmas with some more cash in their pockets. The government says the VAT relief days were an important part of the administration's short-term relief mandate for the people, saying that the tax relief and duty-free periods are highly successful. Under the concessions, nationals will be able to buy the first 400 pounds of foodstuff and gift packages free of duties and taxes. They will also get duty-free allowances of $675 on non-commercial imports. The measure will come into effect from December 1, 2025 to January 31, 2026. Finally, this morning, let's bring you some international news. The United States has downplayed threat to the Gaza-Israel ceasefire as Hamas says more time is needed to find hostage bodies. As part of the first phase of the ceasefire plan, Hamas had to return 20 living hostages and the bodies of another 28 hostages. The living hostages have been returned, as well as 9 bodies, but Hamas says it needs specialist equipment to find the others. On Wednesday evening, senior U.S. advisors said conversations with mediators remain positive and that Hamas intends to honor the deal. Well, our deal this morning was to bring you 20 minutes of news that has taken place. Stay tuned. The Sports Report comes up shortly.
Love the white and bright. A cash, pass off the upper flight. Fair what salt, Kevin, no washing machine. This yourself clean and white bleach me. X2 goes a dash, try something. Clean and white bleach all around them. Who's a 7 to love that guy? Nettoyer, who told guy? Who disinfect bombs on you? Who nettoyer coat wet with it? Can remove all the Fiji. They try a time. Every women is clean and white with many hats somewhere. Your vest is as white as snow and your calzo. Blanco keys of piano. Clean and white is the right white. They try it.
Locally distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
K1 Creole Festival is almost here. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm going to every event and the festival itself.
What? But how are you managing it all?
Easy, with my NBD credit card. Every swipe is a chance to win. Sekosayo Cafe Kote NBD. Celebrate 25 years of the World Creole Music Festival. 25 years, 25 big wins. Use your NBD credit card or sign up this festival season
for a chance to win exciting prizes. Shop, swipe, win.
Don't have a card yet? Sign up today and join the celebration.
Call 767-255-2337 or email credit@nbd.dm to get started. Hurry. Promotion ends November 5th, 2025. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with football news. He goes by the name of DJ Relboss, and he's one of the more popular DJs on the island. But last night, he scored the most important goal in the history of the Do It Center Mighty Avengers football's history to push them into the semi-final of the DFA Division 1 League. Kerwin Riviere, a.k.a. DJ Relboss, scored the winner in extra time as the Mighty Avengers defeated Fokole FC to move within 2 wins of a spot in the DFA Premier League for the next season. Nyron Boston and Jovan Bryson put the Mighty Avengers up 2-0 before Fokole came back to level thanks to goals from Derwin Wade and Kedel Joseph. Geron George thought he had gotten the winner for the Mighty Avengers in the 85th minute, only to see Kershaw Israel scoring the equalizer for Fokole soon after. The game went into extra time, and DJ Relboss got the winner with a stunner to give the Mighty Avengers the 4-3 win. Do It Center Mighty Avengers head coach, Kareem Regis.
Well, it was a good game for us. We prepared properly for the game. I mean, we knew Fokole was riding a lot of good form. I was going to come and give us a serious fight, but we had to show what we were capable of. And I mean, for my players personally, we had something other than the game to play for. We saw the provisional list of the national team coming out, and for a team that had only conceded 6 goals all season, for none of our defenders to be considered the likes of Jomari Peters and Jaim Popo, Enoch Phillip upon others, that put in monster performances at the back. We had to come out and make a statement game, which was our statement game tonight. We had a lot of naysayers, but tonight we could come out victorious, and kudos to all of the guys. They've been really putting in a lot of work, and I'm just proud that we can travel through and go to the semi-finals.
All right, you sort of had to make it difficult, or made it a bit difficult for yourselves because you're up 2-0, got back the lead, conceded again, 4 extra times. So how did you sort of, get the guys settled?
I just had to talk to them and tell them that the game is there for us to win, and we have to take control of the game after a few contentious calls by the referee. And these are things that I've been trying to talk to the guys about. We cannot lose our heads when the referees are making bad calls. The referee's making a call, the referee's in charge of the game. We need to focus. And that was the emphasis of my talk before the extra time. We need to focus on what's happening in front of us, which is the game. And if we focus on the game, we'll win. If we're focusing on all of the distractions on the outside, we will never make it. And that's what we have to do. We have to focus on what's in front of us, which is the ball. It's 11 of us, it's a team. And doing that, we're able to be victorious tonight.
And that's the Do It Center Mighty Avengers head coach, Kareem Regis. The 4 teams into the semi-finals are the Do It Center Mighty Avengers, St. Joseph FC, the RC Doctors, and Bath State FC. Some track and field news now. Dominica's top student athletes will be on show this morning as the sports division stages the Independence track and field meet at Benjamin's Park in Portsmouth. The Portsmouth Secondary School are defending boys track and field champions, while the Dominica Grammar School will look to retain their girls' title. The 2-day event, which will see competition in a number of track and field disciplines, will get underway this morning and will continue tomorrow. The Portsmouth Secondary School assistant coach, former Olympic athlete Luan Gabriel, says her boys are ready to defend their title.
The Portsmouth Secondary School is definitely looking to repeat as overall champions for this year's Secondary School Independence Athletics Championship. Preparation-wise, the athletes have been training hard and they are ready to deliver great results. Some of the athletes have been training since during the summer, and they had an intense summer training program which have given them a solid foundation in preparation for this year's school meet. Thus, I am confident that we can repeat as boys champions and even girls champions too, to be crowned as overall champions once again. Some of the top athletes we can look out for from the Portsmouth Secondary School are most definitely our reigning male and female MVPs, that is Delaney George and Ashaya Morancy, as well as Chris Tousse, Kamali Victor, Kuma John Baptiste, Ezekiel Brumant, Madison Ernest, Shanice Frank, and Kidela Victor.
And that's the Portsmouth Secondary School assistant coach, former Olympic athlete Luan Gabriel. The Independence Athletics Championship is held annually as part of Dominica's celebration of its independence. Day 1 will feature the opening ceremony, which is expected to have addresses from the acting sports coordinator, Edmond Ordain, Her Worship the Mayor of Portsmouth, Kerry Brady Prince, the Member of Parliament for Portsmouth, Finella Wenham Shepherd, and the Honorable Oscar George, the Minister of State with specific responsibility for youth and sports. The activities begin at 9:30 this morning on both days. Some basketball news. A new champion could be crowned in the DABA Premier League if the Peebles Super Eagles have their way tonight as they continue with their semi-final series with the defending champions Detroit Blazers at the Massac Indoor Facility. The Eagles are leading the 3-match series 1-0 following a victory in Game 1 on Tuesday evening. Game 2 of that series is set for 9 p.m. this evening. A win for the Eagles will see them into the final, while a Blazers victory will force a Game 3 on Saturday. Meantime, the happy 767 Sports Club Dominators can punch their ticket to the final with a win over BAA Sharks tonight. The Dominators are leading the 3-match series 1-0 following their Game 1 win on Tuesday. Game 2 is set for 7 o'clock tonight. The West Indies batsman Shea Hope has enjoyed a significant rise in the latest ICC Test rankings for batsmen, but despite his achievements, Hope and the other West Indies batsmen remain outside the top 50 batters in Test cricket. Hope registered his first century since 2017 as he hit 3 figures against India in the second Test match. He has moved 34 spots in the rankings and is now ranked at number 66 in the world. John Campbell, who hit his maiden Test century, also moved up 6 places to number 68. Alec Athanaze, though, remains the highest-ranked West Indian batsman in Test cricket at number 62. England's Joe Root remains the world's number 1 batsman. In the bowling department, the West Indies fast bowler Jayden Seales has dropped 4 positions to number 17 in the rankings. Shama Joseph is at number 16. Jomel Wawikan has moved up 2 spots to number 30. The world's number 1 Test bowler is Jasprit Bumrah of India. Finally, this morning, the West Indies Test captain Ruston Chase believes that West Indian batsmen need to do a better job at adapting to various conditions. His comments following the West Indies' poor showing with the bat in recent series. Chase says he has confidence in the ability of his batters, but they need to do better in assessing the conditions.
It is a captaincy that is still a work in progress. He's an experienced cricketer, as I mentioned before. He's been around international cricket.
Well, I think how they played is based on conditions. You can't bat the same way on every wicket, so it's just finding out what's working on the wicket and applying it for as long as possible. I think that's something that we really have a downfall in. We know the basics, we do the basics, but we don't do them for long enough periods. And Test cricket is obviously 5 days, so you can't just do it for 1 or 2 sessions. You have to try to win more sessions than the opposition. So in doing that, you have to do the basics for a very long period.
And that's the West Indies Test captain, Ruston Chase. That too is a look at the DBS morning news and sports. In a very short while, we'll have an address by the Minister for Agriculture, Roland Royer, to mark World Food Day today. That address will come up shortly, in fact, soon after the weather report. And at 9 o'clock this morning, there is also a discussion on DBS Radio on World Food Day. Nutritionist Iselin Teet and Zephra Baron, fisheries officer, will be here at DBS live in the studios to bring you that special discussion at 9 o'clock. You don't want to miss activities for World Food Day today, 2025. Well, of course, DBS Radio will be very busy in the course of the day as we bring you a number of activities all around the island. DBS Radio will be there. 1:15 this afternoon, we bring you another major newscast on behalf of the News and Sports Department and our link person, Hazari Williams. Curtis Matthew saying good morning. Do have an enjoyable day today.
K1 Creole Festival is almost here. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm going to every event and the festival itself.
What? But how are you managing it all?
Easy, with my NBD credit card. Every swipe is a chance to win. Sekosayo Cafe Kote NBD. Celebrate 25 years of the World Creole Music Festival. 25 years, 25 big wins. Use your NBD credit card or sign up this festival season
for a chance to win exciting prizes. Shop, swipe, win!
Don't have a card yet? Sign up today and join the celebration.
Call 767-255-2337 or email credit@nbd.pm to get started. Hurry! Promotion ends November 5th, 2025. Terms and conditions apply.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.